Hi everybody, welcome to my live reading. I hope all of you have been doing well. Hi Christine, how are you? Aw, thank you Anthony. Thanks for joining. How are you? Oh wow, there's 13 people. Let's see. Hi Kayla. Hi Quanisha or Quanesha. Let me know which one it is. Ooh, you're from Philadelphia. How is it over there? Hi Carmen. Hi Tanya. Hi Miss Johnson. Hi Chantel. Baltimore, how's the weather up there? Let's see. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Sean. Hi, Ella. Hi to all my beautiful supporters. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to post the link to my PayPal. Well, at least you guys have a cold front. I'm in Texas and it's just hot. Like there's no wind. It's just, it's too much. And I actually like the warm weather, but sometimes in Texas, it's just too much. Hi, Shakima. Hi, Tony. Okay, so today we are doing either you can choose a $20 general love reading where I'm going to look at your love life and tell you what's going on, what you need to know. Or you can ask me a specific love related question. And that is the link to my PayPal. Today I'm going to be using 2 decks. You guys can choose which deck you want me to use. This is my Alice in Wonderland deck, which is really, really nice. I like it a lot. This is one of my new decks, and the illustrations are so nice. Like, look at these. So nice. Or you could choose my classic. This is like my go-to tarot cards. This is the first deck that I started using when I started doing tarot card readings. So this is the Rider Tarot deck. So you can choose the Alice in Wonderland or the Rider Tarot deck. Hi, Lily Beth. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So I'm not going to be doing this for like a very long time like how I usually do. I actually want to get out the house and get some fresh air. So, yeah, I'm going to be here for a good amount of time, but like, you know how sometimes when I do my live readings, I'll be here for like 5 hours. I'm not doing that today. So if you want a reading, this is a good time so that you'll get on my list. Hi, Tanya. I stopped accepting payments through Super Chats because they take a huge portion of the amount that I get. I think they take like 40% or something. It's a lot. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just do PayPal. Plus, PayPal is very safe for both you and I. And it's super easy to make a PayPal account. It doesn't take that long either. All right, let's see who's on my list. Okay, so Christine and Kayla. So it's Christine and then Kayla. So Christine, what is your question? I know, right? It is. It really is. Hi, Amber. Thanks for tuning in. Jody, hi. How are you? So, Christine, what is your question? So you guys save your questions until I call on you because it is going to get lost in the comment section and I'm going to have a hard time finding it. So just keep your questions for now, and then when I call on you, you can let me know what they are. I want to know what's going on between Z Hill and I. Kind of confused. Oh, and which deck did you choose? Which deck did you want me to use? Do you want the Alice in Wonderland or do you want the Rider deck? It doesn't matter. Well, something's telling you to use this one. So we'll see. Where is her comment? Yeah, what's going on between Z Hill and Christine? What's going on between Z Hill and Christine? What's going on between Z Hill and Christine? Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Four of Cups. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Ooh, this one here. Queen of Pentacles. Uh-oh. Why is he doing that? Why is he acting? Oh, that's why. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Six of Pentacles. There's a lack of balance here, Christine. Oftentimes when I see the Six of Pentacles, it's saying that there is one partner who is doing more, giving more, and unfortunately, the other partner is not meeting them halfway. In clarity of the Six of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which confirms that you are the partner who has been putting in more work. I feel like you've been putting in too much work, to be honest. Like you've been doing all the work in this connection and it's becoming draining. And I'm also seeing that it's kind of making you insecure because this person is not giving you like, not necessarily a response, but like, they're not giving you like a reaction. Like you're doing all the work, but like they're just there, if that makes sense. So it's making you kind of insecure in a way. Like, am I doing something wrong? Like in clarity of the Six of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands. The reason why he's not putting in any effort is because he's letting go for some reason. When I asked why, the Three of Cups came out. So he's distracted. There's some foul play going on. There is another person. And that's why he's losing focus. And he's letting go of this connection. Why though? Like I know I asked why and the Three of Cups came out, which means he's distracted by another person. But what caused him? Like what caused him to let go? Oh, you're dealing with the Knight. Wait, you guys got in a disagreement. Did you guys get in a disagreement? Because when I looked at the Knight of Wands, I saw someone who was angry. It was him. Five of Cups. Ooh. You made him angry. But like, here's the thing, Christine. With the Knight, you guys didn't get in a disagreement? Are you sure? Because when I looked at the Knight of Wands, I did see that he was upset with you. If he was, he hasn't said anything to me about it, which is very immature. But what the? Like when I looked at the Five of Cups initially, the Five of Cups was telling me that you did try to like correct a mistake from your past. So even if you did do something to make him upset, I am seeing you trying to correct that. But he's still holding on to something that you did. Let me know if that makes sense. But he's definitely angry. He's upset with you. But the thing here is, I'm trying to figure out why. Because even if you did something to upset him, you tried to correct something from the past. And I feel like you shouldn't have even, he said I did, that happened years ago. And that's what he's still holding on. Okay, that's what he's still holding on to. And the thing is, when I looked at the Five of Cups, you shouldn't even have to still be, like, okay, here's the thing. When someone makes a mistake and it's in the past, leave it in the past. Because I see you trying to correct something from your past, but it's like it already happened. So just focus on doing better in your future. But because perhaps you felt like he was still holding on to what you did, so you tried to prove to him that you're trying to correct yourself or correct your mistakes. But yeah, it was definitely something that you did in the past. Oftentimes the Five of Cups is crying over spilled milk. It already happened, so just move forward. But I feel like you felt obligated to do so. You felt obligated to do so because he was still holding on to what you did. Three of Swords. Oh boy. He also has a fear of being alone, which is why I'm very clearly seeing that since he was upset with you, he didn't really have much company. And this is someone who has a fear of being alone. So that fear pushed him to having the company of other people, hence the third party. In clarity of the Three of Swords, you do have the Knight of Cups. I want to look more into this Knight of Cups. Oops. Here's the thing, he's going to come back, but there is another person that he was confiding in when he was upset with you. But from what you're telling me, he didn't communicate. So my question to him is like, how do you expect her to know that you're upset if you're not communicating? But yeah, with the Sun card saying he will return to you, but like the damage has already been done, there is another person that he turned to when he was upset. Don't ask your question until I've asked you, please. Four of Cups. The Devil, Nine of... Oh, Four of Cups. Here's the thing with you, though. You have options, whether you recognize it or not. But I feel like you're not recognizing it because you are so focused on this specific person. In clarity of the Four of Cups, you do have the Devil. I feel like you said that you are a Capricorn. Well, that makes sense that the Devil came out because the Devil does represent Capricorn. But I feel like with the Devil, and here's the thing with Capricorns is, I'm a Capricorn as well. Here's the thing, it's like we can be very logical. So despite what our heart or our emotion is saying, we're going to do what's best for us. Even if it hurts, we're going to do what's best for us. And I feel like that's you pretty much being conflicted between the mind and the heart, your mind versus what your heart is telling you. So, be careful not to stay in this confliction for too long because you don't want to drain yourself. But I definitely see you going back and forth in your mind. While this is a person that you really want to be with, it's like you do have the ability to put those feelings aside and do what's best for you. And I feel like I said, heart versus the mind. In clarity of the Four of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords. So, you know, the Nine of Swords, you can see it here. This is like sleepless nights, you know, crying, reflecting on really hurtful memories from the past. But I don't see this being you, though. I see this being him. I see this being your person of interest, because they're having such a hard time forgiving you for whatsoever reason. But look, here's the thing. You're here being the high priestess. You have moved forward. They have not. And what's going to happen if they don't snap out of this energy, what's going to happen is they're going to be dwelling on something that you did in the past. As time goes by, you're over here living your best life and transforming into a better person. All right? And you do have the attention of a lot of people, by the way. A lot of people are recognizing your transformation. So what I'm saying is, if this person doesn't snap out of it, they're going to be this way for a long time, while you're over here, you know, maturing, being more wise, transforming, being a better woman. And that's going to, like, other people are going to recognize that, which is why I said with the Four of Cups, you do have options, by the way. There is someone who has a really big crush on you. So, that's what's going on. I just hope that your person can snap out of this. But yes, there is a third person that they're dealing with, but they're going to come back to you because they did this. And this is what I always say. Don't make such a big decision during a temporary emotion. Like, if you're upset at someone, that's not a reason for you to lose discipline and go and get a third party. Because look at the consequences now. There are a lot, like I said, there are a lot of men who want to court you. There's one of them who, like, really, if you were to let them know that you're free and you're single, they will ask you out right now. And this specific person that I see who has an eye on you, they have money. Not to say that that's why you should like them, but they are very accomplished, you know. They live a very comfortable lifestyle. This is someone who's very serious. So hopefully your person can snap out of it. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, Christine, so thank you so much for your support always. Like I said, remember, don't stay in this double energy for too long. Try to make a final decision. You know, be reasonable, of course, but make a decision that's best for you. All right, let's see. Who did I say was next? Kayla. Kayla is next. What is your specific question, Kayla? Okay, list. Kayla, Amber, Wendy, Shannon. And what is, Shannon, what is their first name? You don't have to give me their full name, but you can give me their first name or the initials to their first and last name. CC, okay. CC. Oh, it's okay. You don't have, if you feel more comfortable with giving me their initials, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, you can just give me their first name or their initials. You are good to go. Wait a second, Shannon, we're not on you. We're on Kayla. I want her to go to, will Tim ever come back to me romantically, and why he is, okay, which one? Which question do you want? Because that's 2 questions. Do you want to know if Tim's going to come back, or do you romantically, or do you want to know why he is ghosting you? It's okay, Shannon. So if your question is about a specific person, please let me know what the question is, what their first name or their initials is, and like just specify what you want to know. Kayla, you asked me 2 questions. Can you please choose one? So welcome you guys who are joining me. If you would like a reading, definitely go ahead and make your purchase. It's $20 for a general love reading. I will go in detail about your love life and what you need to know and what's going on. Or it's $30 and you can ask me a specific love question. Hi, Shani, how are you? I actually just started this live, and I'm not going to be here for a long time. So if you want a reading, definitely go ahead and make your purchase. Let's see. Okay, Kayla, we're just going to skip you. Let's see. Amber. And you guys get to my general readings for encouragement. Let's see, Amber. Oh, thank you, Shani. So I cannot do a reading based on another general reading that you saw, because general readings are not specific. It's not guaranteed that it's applying to your situation. You know what I'm saying, Amber? So try to like reword that question. We see as the most fulfilling. So Amber, okay, how about I ask which partner, and I'm gonna need their first name or their initials. Oh, Kayla, you're back. Was it lagging for you, girl? I was waiting on you. I got tired of waiting. Was the video lagging? Sometimes if it lags, you might just have to get out of it and then like click out and then, you know, click back on the video, if that makes sense. Is Virgo coming back? And Amber, which one did you want? After Amber, we're gonna do you, Kayla. Let's see. Which do you want, the Alice in Wonderland, or do you want the Rider deck? Oops. Okay. So you want to know, is Virgo coming back, correct? Okay. And which one's the Virgo? Is it BJ or DV? Yes, of course, Topeka. Of course, I will get to. If you pay for reading, I will make sure that I do your reading. It's just that usually when I do these lives, I'm on here for hours and hours, and so I just wanted to let people know I'm not going to be on here for like 5+ hours. So if you want a reading, go ahead and place your purchase. Okay, BJ. Will there be a reunion between BJ and Amber? Will there be a reunion between BJ and Amber? Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Sorry, I didn't mean to use all captions. Topeka. Okay, let's see. This person is, first of all, they need to give themselves a break. With the Two of Wands, I feel like for a very long time, they have been trying to make a decision about you. Like it's always, should I go back or should I not? Should I go back to Amber or should I not? Should I go back or should I not? Should I go back or should I not? Like for a very long time. And it's getting to a point where because they are continuing to suppress their feelings for you, it's getting to a point where it's bringing instability into their life. For example, if they are with another person, because it's taken them such a long time to come to you, it's making them disinterested in the other person, if that makes sense. In clarity of the Two of Wands, you do have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a person who feels stuck. I actually want to look more into it and see. Eight of Pentacles. Unfortunately, your person has gotten, there is another person. Okay, and let's just say with the Eight of Swords, they have gotten themselves tied up with the other person. But hi, Mona. But with the Eight of Pentacles here, they've been working very hard to get out of that connection. And the Ace of Wands is saying that they will. Okay, they will be able to get out of the connection and come towards you. By the way, the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that your person has been manifesting you, and it's taken them quite some time. I feel like like I said earlier, for a very long time, they were juggling either coming to you or, continuing to move forward from this connection. And because they were taking forever to come towards you, they were put in a situation, they have been put in an unpleasant situation with this other person to sort of, shaking them up and say, you need to get out of the situation and go back to Amber. So they've been manifesting, and they're going to get their manifestation because they've been doing the necessary work. Ace of Wands confirms that they will have the wisdom. Okay, they will have the wisdom to get out of the sticky situation with the other person. You have the Knight of Wands. They're definitely coming towards you with a lot to say. When this person comes towards you, it's going like, I feel like they're going to kind of come rushing in. And it's just because, like I said earlier, they've been suppressing their feelings for you. In clarity of the Two of Wands, you do have the King of Swords. Let's go ahead and clarify the King of Swords. Page of Swords. So, okay. They're putting a lot of blame on you. I don't know if this person is just unable to take accountability for their actions, but they are putting blame on you. It's sort of like they feel like you did something that pushed them towards another person, that pushed them away from this connection. And especially what's happening right now between them and the other person, it's kicking their butt. Okay, so when they come back, I feel like they're kind of immature because they're saying things like, if Amber hadn't done this and that, I wouldn't have left, and I wouldn't be in this sticky situation that I'm in with another person. But perhaps they just need to take accountability for their actions. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords here is telling me that every time I see the Page of Swords, I call this my person who's having a hard time moving on. And that's exactly what BJ has been doing. He's been holding on to this connection very tightly. Like I said, the more unwilling he was to come towards you, the more anxious, or I guess disinterested, he was in the other person. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Is this making sense, Amber? If it's not, let me know and I'll try to elaborate. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, he definitely has options. He definitely has options. He was with someone else, but he's going to be ending that connection. He's going to be ending that connection very soon. And that's just because he realizes that although he has options, there's only one person that he can really get abundance with, and it's with you. In clarity of the Seven of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. Oftentimes, the Page of Cups isn't really, I feel like a lot of people tend to underestimate a person who comes as the Page of Cups because they're seen as immature. I feel like he's going to be coming towards you and you will see him as this Page of Cups. You'll kind of undermine him. And it's because you will know, some way, somehow, you're going to hear about this. You will hear about what happened between them and the other person. Next thing you know, he's coming back to you. So you're going to look at him like, oh, okay, like, what do you want? Now you want to come back because, you know, the other person really messed you up. So I don't see you trusting his intentions. In clarity of the Seven of Cups, you do have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, wow. So with the Six of Pentacles, I do see him, I see instability between the two of you because I see him working above and beyond to try to regain your trust, but I don't see you putting in that same amount of effort. And, you know, that's just the way it is. Maybe he really did mess up in the past and it's going to take you some time to trust him. In clarity of the Seven of Cups, you do have the Nine of Wands. Four of Pentacles. I know this doesn't really have to do with your question, but I want to bring something to your attention, Amber. The person that you're dealing with has, like, there's this mystery about them, and it's not sitting well with me. I'm not necessarily saying that they're a bad person, but they do have a really deep and dark side. With the Nine of Pentacles here, the typical person wouldn't really spot it out because they're one of those people who knows how to clean themselves up, right? So, you know, from first impression, you would think that they're just this great and amazing person who has it all together, but they're actually suffering emotionally. Yeah, there's something about them that kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like with this Nine of Wands, there is a dark side. Let me know if you know what I mean. If you don't, I'll try to go more into it, but I feel like you know what I mean. It's like from the exterior, they might look like, you know, just any person, like really cleaned up and has their life together and very stable, but they're not. Emotionally, they're not stable. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Ace of Swords. Yeah, with the five of Pentacles being clarified by the Two of Swords, this person, yes, I know I'm getting repetitive. Yes, they will come towards you, but ultimately the decision lies in your hands, Amber, because I really see you having some trust issues with this person. And the Ace of Swords, though, is saying that the Ace of Swords is something that's worth fighting for. And so, you know, the two of you see the value of this connection. Notice all these pentacles and cups. There is potential here. And I definitely see the two of you, choosing to give this a second chance. He said, I've known him for 20 plus years, not sure what the energy Nine of Wands is. So with the Nine of Wands, what I was seeing is how this person controls, or this person, like the way that they control their emotions is kind of off. It's like they are the kind of person where they have the answer. They know exactly what they should be doing, but they will reject that and they will do the opposite. How do I say it? It's like this is someone where if they want to be with you, they would rather choose to not say it, but then suffer in silence. I guess I was seeing how they contain themselves when they are emotional. That's where it's kind of off. You said, oh, okay, that makes sense. Did I scare you for a second? Like, no, I wasn't seeing that they're like abusive or anything, but I was more so seeing the confliction that they cause on themselves because of their unwillingness to feel the emotion and be led by their heart. They would rather do the opposite, but then the consequence to them ignoring their heart is what gets them all like unstable. He declined my offer for reconciliation a year ago because he allegedly was in love with someone else. Well, he's going to be leaving that person, and I saw it very clearly with the Seven of Cups. Right, and what you just said is pretty much what I was trying to say, but I guess I kind of got confusing. You said how he told you something like that to hurt you just to convince himself. Like I said, this is an individual who has a clear conscience, but like instead of them following their heart, they choose to do the opposite. And in the end, the consequence that falls upon them ends up making them like this, struggling emotionally. Because they know deep down that they're yearning for something, but because they're ignoring it, that's why they're suffering. Does that make sense? Okay, Amber. So yes, there's going to be a reunion. I do hope that this reading helps. Just try to, my advice to you when the reunion does happen, try to pay attention to his actions. If you see that he is genuinely trying to change, then yeah, definitely give it a chance. So we're going to do Kayla. Okay, let me see. Why is Tim ghosting me? Go to tarot deck, okay. Why is Tim ghosting Kayla? Why is Tim, ooh, which one? Why is Tim ghosting Kayla? Why is Tim ghosting Kayla? Excuse me. You have the Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Cups. This one wants to come out. This one. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Hierophant. There's a lot of mind games going on here. Queen of Cups. Page of Swords. Okay, there's heavy mind games going on here, Kayla. Kayla, if it's lagging for you, definitely click out of this video and then, like, you know, come back in. There is heavy mind games going on here, and I do feel like so what I heard with the Justice card is that this person is trying, or Tim is trying to hurt you for hurting him in the past. You may have rejected Tim in the past, or he felt rejected by you in the past, and so he's trying to hurt you back, which is first of all, very immature. But here's the thing. Here's what makes him very, be careful with Tim, because he sees you as this Queen of Cups. So he knows that you are his weakness. He knows that you have been, like, he likes the chase, okay? He likes the attention. And he uses that attention to build his self-esteem. What Tim doesn't realize is you can't take karma into your own hand. It's like he's trying to punish you, and you can't take karma into your own hands, because look, the Page of Swords is saying he's only hurting himself because he's actually missing you and he's having a hard time moving on. This person is still holding on to you, Kayla. In clarity of the Queen of Cups, you do have the Nine of Cups. I do feel like Tim has been quite self-indulgent. Tim is choosing to stay separate from you, but it's like to size you up. Like he wants, there's like a power, it's a lot of mind games, but there's also a power game here where he wants to look tough. You know, he's trying to punish you, and it's quite disgusting, to be honest, because there's no reason for him to do this. He's only doing this because he knows that you have a soft spot for him. He knows that you have a soft spot for him, and so that's what he's, you know, sort of playing on. But with this Nine of Cups, it's like he's trying to teach you a lesson due to him feeling hurt by you. The Justice card here is restoring balance, but you know, he took karma in his own hands, and the fact that he was not willing to at least tell you what it is that you did, he's insecure. To be honest, Kayla, I'm going to be very blunt. I just feel like you're dealing with someone who's very insecure. And this is a person who probably has never felt this kind of connection towards you. And so they're using it to their advantage. Like this is, I feel like the love that you have for him, I don't see how he couldn't miss me. I just feel like this kind of love that you have for him is something that he has never experienced. And you would think that he would accept it with open arms, but he's running away from it because it's so unfamiliar to him. And there may also be some fear that he has in this connection as well. But yeah, it's like with the Nine of Cups, especially what I saw with the Justice here, he's trying to hurt you back. It's like, I guess how else do I say it? I guess he just doesn't want to be too vulnerable, because if he holds on to this connection, he fears losing you. I do feel like something happened in his life where he was open, he was vulnerable, and then he lost the person. It doesn't mean that this is like a romantic love interest. It could be like a mother or a father, someone who he held on to very closely, and he ended up losing them. And I feel like that's what he's doing, but he's going about it the wrong way. He's trying to like convince himself or build himself up and strengthen himself, but he's hurting you. Does that make sense the way that I explained it? In clarity of the Queen of Cups, you do have the Hierophant. I hope this isn't what I think it is. Excellent. To be honest, I really need you to be careful, because the Hierophant is telling me that Tim has had some insight, whether it was through a dream or, him getting advice from family and friends. The point here is that he knows what the right thing to do is, but he isn't healing. I feel like this advice, like I said, it could have been spiritual, like through a dream, or this is his friends and family telling him, hey, stop it, go back to that, to that woman because she loves you a lot. But he still isn't recognizing that it's deeper than that he can't just come back to you after, creating this damage. He can't just come back to you and think that that's all he has to do. He needs to work on himself, because if he doesn't, he's going to hurt you again. It's almost like the more he falls in love with you, the more he pushes you away. It's interesting, but I have seen people like this before. Okay, and so unfortunately with the Nine of Pentacles, I do see that in this connection between the two of you, oftentimes you are going to be, it's going to feel like you're doing all the work. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, I'm so glad. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles, I do see Tim later on realizing that he needs to heal. Like, he needs to heal a lot from certain things that happened in his past, because he's damaged. And, it is something from his past. It could be like something that happened from his childhood or a previous relationship. But the point here is he is going to do the necessary work to heal and to better this connection. I was so worried because the Six of Swords is saying, while the two of you will continue this connection, if the both of you don't make the necessary changes, then another separation will happen, which is why I was saying he can't just think that, oh, because my friends and family, or because I got this insight that I need to go back to Kayla, that's all I need to do. No, the picture is bigger, and he needs to work on himself as well. So the Eight of Pentacles is just answering that worry that I had for the two of you. It's saying that he will be doing the necessary work. In clarity of the Wheel of Fortune, you do have the Five of Cups. He was hurt in the past, and I feel like it was romantically. Yeah, I feel like it was a previous relationship that really hurt him. But what he doesn't realize is he has to let go of that past, because just because a connection doesn't work with one person doesn't mean that it's over. It doesn't mean that there's not another person like you who's going to come and love him genuinely. It's like he was still holding on to some heartbreak from the past. That's why. I feel like this person can also be quite pessimistic. it's like regardless of the potential that he saw between the two of you, he was still doubting it. He was still doubting it because of what happened in the past. What did I say? The two of you are going to come back together. The Six of Cups represents a reunion. Let's see. I feel like the reunion isn't going to happen anytime soon. Give it more time, because the Page of Wands is saying as much as he wants to communicate that he wants a reunion with you, he's not having the strength to do so. There's something that's still blocking him. Hence the heartbreak and the betrayal that he's felt in the past. It's quite trauma. I feel like this person has what was I going to say? Like, has experienced trauma. And that's why every time he tries to take that step forward to commit to you, he has flashbacks of what happened in the past between him and another person. It was definitely some heavy betrayal. And so that's really what's blocking him from coming towards you. So give him time to heal first. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't want him to come towards you if he hasn't healed yet, because remember the Six of Swords, what the warning message was, both partners have to make a drastic change or else another separation will occur. In clarity of the Page of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles. There is a strong bond between the two of you. Maybe the two of you could have even been together for a long time. But what I'm hearing intuitively by the Five of Pentacles is that this situation had to happen in order to teach the two of you a very valuable lesson. And with the Ace of Wands here, he will be able to overcome those blockages, which is really just his own self, his own mind that is tormenting him and blocking him from coming towards you. But the Ace of Wands is saying he will be able to overcome it. In clarity of the Page of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. There's going to be a reunion. And he is going to communicate how he feels. But I feel like in the meantime, you should be working on yourself as well and give him time. I'm not saying that you should put your life on pause. Don't sit around waiting for anybody, because if it's meant to happen, it will happen. So just live life in the meantime. Okay, Kayla. So thank you so much for your patience. I really hope that reading helped. Thank you so much for your support. Let's see. We did Kayla, Amber. Okay, so Wendy, you are next. We're going to do your general love reading. Wendy, are you still in the chat? Okay, Wendy, let's... All right. And so, Wendy, which deck would you like? Do you want the Rider deck or do you want the Alice in Wonderland? Let's see. List. Wendy. Shannon. Oops. Okay. Shakina. Okay, Alice in Wonderland. What's going on in Wendy's love life? What does Wendy need to know about her love life? What's going on in Wendy's love life? These cards are so slippery. Let's see, because they're like brand new. What's going on in Wendy's love life? Six of Swords, the Star, King of Cups. Clarify the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. Did someone just try to persuade you, and did someone just come back into your life and try to persuade you to like continue something with them? I know that's so specific, but that's just what I saw. Maybe I'm looking too far ahead in your love life. But I feel like there is a person who has already done that, or they will be doing it very soon, where they've tried to persuade you to like give this a chance or something. Let's see. Are you guys able to see that post that I pinned on the screen? Let me try it out. Oh, wow. This whole time, I don't know why I thought that you could click on the link that's posted on the screen. Here is the link to my PayPal, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Where's Wendy? Not yet. Okay, great. So this will be like, you're seeing what's going to happen ahead of time, which is excellent. That's really a good thing, because if I'm telling you something that you don't like, then you will be prepared when this person does come in. You'll know how to handle them. But with the Six of Swords, I do see this happening very soon, where someone will be coming back from your past. And okay, the thing with this person is they are very unapologetic. Like, it's something about the way that they're going to be coming in. You will not, although I feel like you do have a weak spot for this person or a soft spot for this person, it's going to be as clear as day that you're dealing with a person who just isn't Okay, let me describe their personality. They are not soft. Like they're just like uh, kind of is aggressive. No, I don't want to use the word aggressive, but they're just really rough. Like, they're just a very rough individual, and they're not like romantic and soft. And so the way that they're going to be coming towards you, you'll just know that they're coming back on their BS, because the Six of Swords, they will want you, they're going to be doing a lot of convincing. They do want you to continue this connection with them. But the thing is, they've already caused a lot of damage in the past, which is why you would think that they would come back more lovingly, or, just more persuasive, but they're not. It's like something about how they're going to come into your life. It's like they're going to come in and blast you. It's going to take you by surprise. The Six of Swords is saying you will agree. The two of you will try to continue the connection. But like I always say, the Six of Swords is a warning message. It is saying that this is two people wanting to continue their connection, but the damage has been done. And if neither partners, like both of you, need to make a drastic change, or else another separation will happen. In clarity of the Six of Swords, you do have the Nine of Cups. I feel like with the Nine of Cups, this person has been, or they were, manifesting multiple people. And the Nine of Cups is telling me that they do, in fact, have options. Lastly, in clarity of the Six of Swords, you have the Magician. The Magician is often seen as a trickster. This is someone who can be very deceptive. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Wendy. I don't like this person. You're probably like, I don't care. I didn't ask you. But I'm just sharing what what I'm seeing about them. It's like, it's something about this person. Like I use the word unapologetic in the beginning. It's like they can be very rude as well. It's like, that's me. That's just who I am. And even I feel like at times you have corrected them on this, and they're just like, well, that's just the way I am. Like, they just don't care. And you'll see it when they do come towards you. But the thing here is, I feel like you're going to ignore the red flag, because this person, you do have a very soft spot. Hi, Alexis. So I'm going to be ending this reading in 30 minutes. If you want a reading, this is a great time to make your purchase. Pentacles. You said I know exactly who you're talking about. It's just something about their character. Like, I want to describe them as a person who is loud. And it's not loud as in they talk loud, right? It's not about volume, but it's about the way they express themselves. That's like, it's too much. So the Star card being clarified by the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So the thing is, this individual has been keeping an eye on you. Do the two of you have like mutual friends? Because I'm seeing that they heard something about you recently. I could be looking too far in the future, but no, I don't think that's what it is. They heard about you recently, like you did some kind of accomplishment, something good happened in your life, and they heard about it. This was like news, and there's a big contrast between you and him, or you and them, because this is them. They're suffering right now, and they see you as a person who has a lot of opportunities. In clarity of the Star card, you have the King of Pentacles. The thing here is what I'm hearing about them is they are an opportunist. It's not that they are, because typically people see the King of Pentacles as someone who is abundant, right? And that's true. But this is someone who's trying to gain abundance. This is a person who wants abundance. They want bigger, better, flashy things. And they feel like because of the opportunity that you have received or will receive recently, that will give them a chance to finally get the abundance that they want from you. In Clarity of the Star card, does that make sense? In Clarity of the Star card, you do have the Nine of Wands. I see something about this Nine of Wands. It's just, yeah, boom. The thing is, with the Nine of Wands, they won't even get a chance to take whatever it is that they are planning on taking from you. They see you as someone who's abundant. They will not even get a chance to do that. I feel like you are going to be very cautious with this person. As much as I see you giving them a chance to see where things go, I don't see you being naive enough to share like your finances or your abundance with them. And it's going to irritate the heck out of them because they're going to be like, she sees me here suffering. And I thought by being with her, all of my worries and stress, my burdens will go away because now I can use her, but she's not helping me materialistically. It's like you played yourself. Please don't post your question until I've done your reading. It's going to get lost in the comments and I'm not going to look back. In Clarity of the Star, you do have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, yes, okay. With the Five of Swords here, you will definitely be, here's what I like about you, Wendy. As kind of a person as you are, and you give people chances, right? You're gonna give them a chance to talk and to see where things go, but you don't rush into things either. Like you are a very smart woman. And so the Five of Swords is saying you will get that, like your insights will tell you that this person has been plotting on you, like they want something from you. But it's the way that you're not going to show it to them. Like this person constantly underestimates you. And with the Five of Swords here, you will be 10 steps ahead while they're feeling like they're the ones who's 10 steps ahead. And, you know, they don't like, they're just going to feel like, oh, this is going to be easy. She doesn't know what I'm up to. You do know what they're up to. You're just playing it easy and seeing where things will go, because the Five of Swords is saying you're not going to give them a chance to get what you have. Okay. So it makes sense. Clarify the King of Cups. This person is an opportunist. I'm telling you, they are an opportunist. And I feel like you've had that kind of experience with them where you saw just how like evil they can be. And I don't like to use the word evil often, but they are very evil because everything that they do is premeditated. King of Cups here. This is a person who does not have much to offer you, Wendy, but they will try to make it seem like they can give you the entire world. It's like they're going to be offering you an empty cup in exchange for your big offer. Does that make sense? Like it's not going to be an equal give and take. They know that you have a lot to offer, but they don't. So they're going to give you a so-called offer, but it's not going to be as valuable as your offer to them. In Clarity of the King of Cups, you have the Two of Cups. I'm telling you, and I'm going to keep on saying it over and over, with the Two of Cups, they want to share your abundance. They want what you have. But my question is, if you didn't have this kind of abundance that they heard about, would they be this passionate to have a major role in your life? Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is you. The Queen of Swords is a no-nonsense person. She doesn't tolerate BS. And I do see you making it clear to this person, I know what you're doing. I know that this cup that you're giving me is not as valuable as what you want from me, as what I would give you. This is a person who's not tolerating it at all. So I'm so glad that you got this reading, Wendy, because I feel like the reason why I was seeing certain things ahead of time is it's pretty much to prepare you for this person and their plot, okay, their plot for you. It makes sense. So Wendy, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. I hope that this reading helps. Let me check the list. Okay, Shannon is next. Hi, Amelia. I will be closing the list very soon. So if you'd like a reading, here is the link. Let me go ahead and post the link. So Shannon, let me know if you're still in the chat and let me know what your specific question is. So on the list, we have Shannon, Topeka, and Shakima. Okay, what is going on between me and my ex? So do you want to know if there's going to be a reconciliation or what's happening presently between the two of you? Let me see. Okay, Shannon. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm eating some gummy bears. Hopefully it's not annoying, you guys. If it is annoying, just let me know. Awesome. Those are good questions. So which deck would you like to use? The Rider? Awesome. All right. Rider Tarot deck. Okay, let's do the first question. You said, what is going on between my ex-Taurus, CC, will there be a... Okay, what's going on between Shannon and CC? What's going on between Shannon and CC? What is going on between Shannon and CC? So you have the King of Wands, Death, and the Five of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands. Ace of Wands. All these wands, huh? Nine of Cups. Ugh. What is up with these people who are intentionally doing the opposite of what they know they should be doing? Like, is it ego? Is it pride? This person is trying to one up you. There's like a game going on here. First of all, they're keeping tabs on you. They have not let go of this connection. They are so what's a good word to use? It's like a love and hate emotion that they feel for you. And they don't want to love you, but they know deep down that they do. This person does have some maturing to do. But the King of Wands, they know deep down, the reason why they've been holding on to you is because they're so anxious. They're so incredibly anxious to see if they will get the outcome that they want with you, but they don't want to accept their feelings for you. It's so, does that make sense? Like, even I'm getting tongue-tied. They're, you said nope. Okay, I'll try to elaborate. When I said there's a love and hate situation going on, is because they're hurt for some reason. They're hurt. And he is, or they, or okay, you confirmed it's a he is refusing to accept his feelings for you. But what he doesn't realize is he may not be expressing how he feels for you. He may be holding back, but it shows in his actions, because at the end of the day, he's still checking up on you. He's still creeping on your social media, stuff like that. In clarity of the King of Wands, you do have the Ace of Wands. There's something with the way he communicates with you too. It's like, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm more so giggling at the fact that he holds so much love for you, but he doesn't know how to say it. And when he does try to say it, it comes out as an argument. It's like the passion that he has for you, it's a little bit too much for him to contain. And oftentimes he shows it in rage, really. You said it's abrasive at times, exactly. It's like the passion that he has for you is a little bit too much for him to contain. And so when he does try to show it, he may come off as like aggressive or rude. In clarity of the King of Wands, you do have the Nine of Cups and the Three of Swords. So remember how earlier I said it's like he's trying to one up you. It's like a game here. But the thing is, you don't know it's a game. So is it really a game? Can you really compete with someone who doesn't know you're competing with them, right? It's quite silly. But in his mind, it's a game. And I do feel like this reminds me of a reading that I actually just did. I don't remember who it was specifically, but I did a reading similar to this a couple minutes ago, where, you know, it's like they're trying to prove something to you. And he's trying to one up you. And everything that he does, and this just goes back to what I said, Shannon, how he's trying to suppress his feelings for you. He's trying to convince himself that this is not what he wants. He doesn't want to show you that he's in love with you. But even if he is not verbally saying it, you can see it through his actions. Because if he didn't care for you, then why is he having secret competitions? Why is he like this Nine of Cups? Everything that he does is to get a reaction out of you. If he doesn't care about you, then why is he this way? Why does he care about your reaction? Why does he want you to give him so much attention? This is a person who's been trying to show off. Remember, everything that he does is to get a reaction. So I feel like either recently or in the past, he did act like he was like a ladies' man and he had options, and he may have, but it was all to get a reaction from you. In clarity of the King of Wands, you do have the Three of Swords. This did hurt you. And for some sick reason, the fact that you were hurt by this, it kind of gave him validation for some reason. The Three of Swords is heartbreak, but oftentimes it's heartbreak that stems from a third-party situation. I feel like he tried to make you jealous, and it worked. And he saw that you were jealous. He saw that you were hurt, and it built his self-esteem. This person is so easy to read. I can write a book about them. Clarify the Death. So you want to know if there's going to be a reunion, but I'm here to tell you with the Death card, they're going to be the one trying to get a reunion with you. Because I do see, first of all, this person, it's going to take quite some time for them to come back to you. It is, because they're still very busy playing games. But with the Death card in the future, I see them trying to stop you from moving on. And in clarity of the Death, you do have the Page of Cups. That's just because when they do try to come back and give you an offer, you're not going to take their offer seriously. You're going to see them as this Page of Cups, a person who's immature and not worthy. And so, you know, in Clarity of the Death, you do have the Fool. Oops, I'm sorry. I just hit the camera. You do have the Fool here. I do feel like the tables will turn in the future, where they're now going to be the chaser and you're going to be the runner, which is a very unhealthy dynamic. I'm not encouraging that, but I'm simply saying that in the past you wanted them so badly, but they were too busy playing games. And in the future, it's going to be the other way around, where the Fool card, they're going to be like a puppy pretty much, just following you everywhere, trying to get you to not end things with them. You do have the Four of Swords. Lastly, I do see some hatred coming from your end in the future, though. I do. I see hatred coming from your end, and it's just because of the games that they have put you through, but it's also because you see how incapable they are of really being a healthy partner for you. I feel like in the future, you're going to be so realistic and you're just going to see this person and you're going to be like, you're not even worthy to be with me. And that's what's going to really aggravate you about them. Clarify the Five of Wands. Yes, hatred, because you will wish that they were capable of being a healthy partner. But, you know, when you see how they're not capable of being that healthy partner, it's just going to make you very upset. Oh, boy. Okay. So in the future, there's going to be a new person that I see you dating, not being in a relationship with, but I do see you and this person having a very good connection. And they are this King of Cups, so they're certainly more stable than CC is. This is a person who's very dominant as well. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see how their personalities will clash. So this is a new person that I see you being with or getting to know in the future, and it's going to cause a lot of tension and chaos between you and CC. You're dealing with two people. Like I said, this new person's dominant as well. And CC is a control freak / insecure. So their personalities are definitely going to clash. They're not going to get along. Okay. You do have the Moon here and the Eight of Cups. The Moon is telling me that the feelings will not be requited between you and him anymore in the future. You just won't see the connection the same way that you did, but he will still be holding on. And with the Eight of Cups is saying you will end up walking away from this person. Hence, the Death card did come out previously. So I know your second question was about the reunion, and I touched on it briefly, but I still want to give you information about what the reunion will be like. By the way, a reunion is very different. A reunion is very different from a reconciliation. When I say a reunion, yes, he's going to come back towards you, but you remember that Page of Cups, you just won't take him seriously. And he's going to be like, let's see. You said that's a wrap. I know, your messages came so clearly to me. Came so clearly. What will the reunion be like? Between CC and Shannon. Temperance. Knight of Swords. The Emperor. Clarify Temperance. Knight of Pentacles. Oh. Yeah. Okay. The problem here is, and I do remember telling you this, where I said the reunion isn't going to happen anytime soon. And this pretty much confirms it, because by the time he tries to reunite with you, it's going to take him so long. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. My goodness, this is a slow action taker. So by the time he comes back, you would be detached from him. And that's why I always advise people, if there's a person that you want to be with, go towards them and let it be known, because you don't want too much time to go by and they detach and they no longer want you, or they just no longer feel the connection. But that's really what's going to happen. By the time he comes into your life, you would be very stable and providing stability for your own self, where you wouldn't need him anymore. This is you being the Temperance. This is you already getting your fulfillment. It seems here that he's not going to come towards you until he senses you and another person connecting with each other. Yeah, it seems like that's what's going to happen. He's not going to come towards you until he senses competition. You do have the Hangman here, where although he's going to come towards you at the very last minute, he's still going to be unable to express his true feelings, which makes me question why come in the first place. You know, it's like, are you just coming to distract me, to remind me that you're still here in hopes that I won't move on with another person? Because that's not going to help. You just standing here and not letting me know how you feel. He's going to be coming in with the slowest energy and with not much to say or do. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups. Oh boy. Oh, I'm telling you, Shannon, this new person, the King of Cups that I told you about, he's going to be just as dominant as CC. So their personality is going to clash. But the biggest difference is the Knight of Cups, the new person, is very mature and CC is not. And that's going to give the new person an advantage, because the Knight of Swords is the new person. This is a fast action taker. Fast action taker. This is someone where if he wants something, he's going to get it. And whoever will stand in his way, he's taking you down. Okay, so I do see them, I don't want to say they're going to be fighting over you, but in a sense, they will. They will. And I do see your new person trying to like get him out of your life, because they will also see how much of a distraction they are to you. In clarity at the Knight of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. Here's the thing, it's clear as day, and you see it here, Ace of Cups and the Devil. It's clear as day as to which one will be the better choice. Yes, that's exactly what it means. There's going to be a clash. It's clear as day, because this new person's going to be offering you, it's not even them offering you, but the Ace of Cups represents the connection that you will have with the new person. The Ace of Cups is a divine offer for a new beginning with each other. The Devil is saying that this person, CC, is going to be the blockage. No wonder this new person's going to be very much clashing with CC to get them out of the way. Clarify the Emperor. Wheel of Fortune. Sun. High Priestess. Well, it's not that the new person is going to be destructive. It's just that the new person is going to catch on to what's happening and see CC as a distraction. So when I say there's going to be competition, it's not that the new person is going to be, as immature as CC. I just feel like the new person knows what he wants, and he's not going to allow CC to continue to, be a blockage between the two of you. So lastly, you have the Emperor being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so in this case, the Emperor is you, is what I'm hearing. The Emperor is you, where you're going to take control of this situation in the end, and you're going to end the cycle between this very karmic. By the way, the Devil card represents toxicity, but you will be the Emperor, and you will put an end and try to control this mess. You will put an end to this karmic cycle between you and CC. In clarity of the Emperor, you do have the Sun card and you have the High Priestess. So the Sun card is saying that, you know what, you might actually, I really feel like the tables will turn between the two of you, because it seems like you will kind of like the attention from this chaos, but in the end, you'll be like, okay, enough is enough. I've enjoyed this kind of attention, but enough is enough. And the Sun card is saying you will put this connection with CC to an end. I know we saw it with the Death card in the other reading. We've had some toxic moments, right? Now, the High Priestess, though, is saying that you will come out of this situation very transformed. As the High Priestess, I always say the High Priestess is someone who's very wise, very insightful. It's very hard to trick the High Priestess. She's very intuitive as well. Okay, Shannon. So I do hope that I answered your question. I know I went really in depth with other aspects of what's going to happen, but I do hope that that helps. So we're going to do Topeka and Shakina. Topeka, are you still in the chat? Please let me know. By the way, you guys, I might be doing another reading tomorrow, so just stay tuned. Oh, you're welcome, Shannon. Thank you for your support. You too, Shannon. Thank you so much. So, Topeka, are you still in the chat? Please let me know. So Topeka, if you're not in the chat, we might just have to skip you and come back to you. Shakima, are you still in the chat? Okay, Shakima. What's going on in Shakima's love life? What does Shakima need to know? Seven of Wands, the Tower, and Nine of Cups. Three of Cups. Yeah, are you having a hard time letting go of someone or something? Let's see. I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of a particular person who, how do I say it? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was stretching and that was like a really good stretch. Whoever it is that you're having a hard time letting go of, it's because you're upset that they kind of played you. But you know what, Shakima, I feel like they were already playing you, and then like when you did find out about what they were doing, that's what really hurt you the most, because you were like, really, this has been going on for this long and I didn't know? Does that make sense? I hope I'm not saying something too far ahead. That's going to be awkward. Makes sense? Seven of Wands. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of hate that you're feeling towards this person. And I get it, they did you wrong. I get it, they played you. But you can't stay in this situation for too long. I feel like it's getting to a point where you're seeing that they're happy and it's making you upset. And you don't want to be a hateful or you don't want to be a bitter person. I always tell people that despite if the experience was good or bad, allow it to better who you are, not bitter you, because you're losing self-control. You're seeing this person be happy with someone else. And that's what's really killing you. That's what's really stopping you or making it hard for you to move on. In clarity of the Seven of Wands, you do have the Ace of Swords. I feel like what's also keeping you hooked on this person is you wanted to win. You wanted to get your way so badly. Maybe you did know about this other competition. And that's what really made you hungry to, I guess, win or get this person to choose you. Because the Ace of Swords here is saying that you put this connection on such a high pedestal that it seems like you needed validation from this connection. Does that make sense? Let me see if I can reword it. You put so much emphasis on this connection that it was almost like it was the only thing that validated who you were. And that's not true. There's more to you than a connection. But because you put too much focus, too much focus on this person and on this connection, it seemed as if the only thing that mattered in your life was this person or who this person was going to choose. Next, you have the Tower. The Tower is when things are being exposed. And what hurts you the most is that even when you found out about it, you realized that this situation had been happening. That's why I said earlier, when things were exposed, you were like, oh, okay, so all along, that's what you were doing? That's who you were with all along? And it's that feeling of being tricked, being played, that is really causing you to hate this person. And feel what you need to feel. We're humans. Feel what you need to feel. Be upset, be angry. But don't let it consume you. It's just another lesson that you've learned. Take it like that. Another lesson that you've learned. In Clarity of the Tower, you do have the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Whatever it was that was exposed, it made you completely release this person. Even if you still had feelings, you were like, I'm done with this. Justice. I feel like the King of Wands. Wait a second. You're keeping something from this King of Wands in order to revenge. I don't know if this King of Wands has asked you for a favor, or they need something from you, or you're holding something from them and you're doing it now to like get back at them. But don't do that, please. I'm telling you, the best revenge is moving forward. Topeka, I think it's lagging. So I would leave, like get out of the video, like leave the video and then come back. Nine of Wands. Right. I know you said that you're not communicating with the person, and I believe you, but what I'm saying is I don't know if you were helping this person in the past, or this person will need something from you. And I see you holding it back from them. You have what they need, or what will help them, whatever it is. Like there's a situation like that will happen, or I feel like this has already happened, but you're thinking of it as in terms of communication. That's not what I'm saying. Like I just feel like you have something that they need, and you might try to be a little bit petty and keep it from them. But it'll come to you if it's not coming right now. Nine of Cups being clarified by the Five of Swords. With the Nine of Cups, I do see you in the future being very stable on your own, being stable independently. In clarity of the Nine of Cups, you do have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, as you can see, there is definitely a battle going on here, and there's only one victor, and I see this being you. I see this being you having the strength to walk away from a love triangle, especially when you experience dating other people, and you'll see what you deserve and what you were putting up with in the past, and you'll look back on this and be like, really, I can't believe I even dealt with it. In clarity, I don't think your love life is trash. I just feel like you should listen to your intuition and accept the red flags. I feel like you had a lot of red flags with this person. In clarity of the Nine of Cups, you do have the Nine of Wands. The thing is, there's going to be a big difference between your life and their life, because this is them. I'm telling you, something's going to happen between them and the third party. And you're going to look at the situation like, thank goodness I dodged a bullet. Thank goodness I walked out of this situation, because look at you now suffering. And I'm not responsible for you anymore. I have nothing to do with that anymore. Okay. So Pika, let's see what your question was. So Shakima, I really hope that helps. Just be optimistic, and next time pay attention to the red flags. So Topeka, you want to know what you should do about a third party situation that you're in? Topeka, I had to skip you, and I had to do Shakima because you were not answering. Now I'm back to you. Please let me know, because your question was kind of confusing. Do you want to know what you should do about? Do you want to know what you should do about your third party situation, Topeka? You just said yes, but I don't know if you said yes to me or Amelia. Okay, what should Topeka do about this third party situation? What should Topeka do about this third party situation? Yes, I think you caught up to the video. I think previously your video was probably lagging, but I feel like now you're caught up. What should Topeka do about the third party situation that she is in? Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, King of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Death. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands. Ooh, I'm hearing a lot of messages for you. Strength, yeah. So what I'm hearing is Ace of Wands, you have all the answers that you've been asking for. You've had all the confirmation that you've needed, all the signs. It has been given to you. You also have the wisdom to overcome this problem and to get yourself out of it. But I feel like you're not acknowledging it. You're not giving yourself credit. In clarity of the Ace of Wands, you have the Death. So the Ace of Wands is saying, you know what you need to do. You've already had guidance on this, whether it was through signs, through dreams, or another reading, or just your own intuition. But you have everything that you need to overcome this situation that it's just, I just feel like you don't belong in this kind of mess. Like you deserve more is what I'm hearing. And this situation is beneath you. So you have everything that you need to end it. In clarity of the Ace of Wands, you have the Death. The Death literally represents an ending to something old and starting a new beginning elsewhere. You need to end this. I mean, the Death card is so straightforward. In clarity of the Ace of Wands, you do have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is saying you need to stand up for yourself. I feel like you were giving up recently, and the Knight of Wands is saying go back to your passionate ways. And when you make a decision on something, stick to it and don't let anybody else stop you or let anybody else deceive you or try to confuse you. In clarity of the Ace of Wands, you do have the Strength. The Strength card is saying, I feel like even though someone put you in a third party, I don't know, are you putting another person in a third party situation, or did they put you in a third party situation? Because the Strength card, for some reason, I was seeing that you are afraid of hurting this person. And it's quite ironic if they were the ones who actually put you in the third party situation. But the fact that I'm hearing from the Strength card that you're afraid of hurting someone. Are you the person who started the third party situation, Topeka? Okay, so you were the one. Okay, that's why I had to stop in my tracks, because I heard with the Strength card, I heard that you're afraid of hurting someone. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe Topeka was the one who caused the third party situation. Yeah, you're afraid of hurting someone is what I heard with the Strength. But the message still stands that you have all the resources, the wisdom, the insights. You have everything that you need to get yourself out of this sticky situation. And the Death card is saying you need to end it. You know which one you need to end it with. because it's the person that popped in your head when I originally talked about the Death card. And you need to stand up for yourself as well. I feel like you're not giving yourself enough recognition for what you're capable of. Two of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords. The Devil. Four of Wands. So with the Two of Swords, this is a person who is indecisive. They're having a hard time making a decision about something because they feel like they lack information. But the thing is, you do have all the guidance that you need. I just feel like you're not recognizing it. In clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have the Empress. The Empress is a very powerful woman. She provides stability to others. I feel like you're allowing some kind of you're allowing someone to manipulate you. And I feel like whoever this person is, they are very abusive. They don't have to be physically abusive, but like emotionally, where they tend to belittle you and make you feel like you're not capable of something, but you really are, which is, I feel like maybe they've been saying something to you, because remember, I was like, you have all the guidance, you have all the resources, you have all the wisdom to get yourself out of this situation. But it's like, there's someone here who's manipulating you and you're feeling bad for wanting to do what's best for you. With the Empress here, they rely on you for so much. It's almost like you are their mother and you're not their mother, but the dynamic of the connection is very similar to a mother and child, a mother and child's connection, or not connection, but dynamic. And the Empress here is saying you have sort of been, what's the word? What's the word? I literally just lost it. But it's like you've been trained. I know trained is not a good word, but it's like you've been trained to take care of other people, especially this person. And the fact that you're not wanting to do that, it's causing you to kind of doubt the situation. It's like going against a belief of yours. Let's just say, for example, going against a belief of yours. You tend to get kind of scared, like, am I doing the right thing? Because all your life, this person has wired your mind to believe that this is your role, this is your duty, this is your position. And now that you're wanting to get out of that kind of mentality, there's still a little bit of like doubt of, am I doing the right thing? I'm sorry, I keep on hitting the camera. In clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have the Four of Wands. So you and this person do have responsibilities. I don't know if the two of you have been married or there's a child here, but they make you feel very obligated to being with them. And remember, it's a manipulative tactic. Okay? In clarity of the Two of Swords, you have the Okay. I'm so sorry, Topeka. Are you still there? Okay, so sorry about that. There was a disconnection. But what I was saying, I was on the devil card, and the devil card represents toxicity, but more so, it's representing the codependency that he has to you. It's like this person relies on you for so much, and what's so toxic about it is that I feel like you don't realize it, because from the very beginning they have always been like this. So you it's like you're familiar, that's all that you're familiar with. And now that you're trying to break free, you have to be careful that this person will not guilt you or make you feel like you're doing the wrong thing. Clarify the King of Cups. Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands. So King of Cups being clarified by the Moon. With the King of Cups, I do see them trying to come back. I see them trying to come back, but they're only gonna, like, there's something that, how do I say it? It's like they're gonna try to give you an offer. And the thing with this person is they are great at convincing people. Like when they speak, they sound so sure and so confident, like what they're saying is the right thing. Like you need to listen to them, you know? That's one of the tactics that they use, because whatever it is that they're offering you, it's not really an offer, but they're making it seem as if it's something that will better the connection, or they're going to make it seem as if it's something that you need, but you don't need whatever it is that they're offering. This person's so manipulative. And I'm so worried. Yes, conditioned. That's the word. I'm so worried because I feel like this person has conditioned you to be a certain way, and not that you're trying to break free from those restrictions. There might be times where you will doubt that what you're doing is the right thing, but I'm here to tell you that you are doing the right thing, and don't let anybody guilt you into thinking otherwise. In clarity of the King of Cups, you do have the Moon. I feel like whatever it is, this person wants to get you into something. Like this offer, it's going to be a way to get you into something that will trap you. And that's what the secret is, because like I said, they are excellent at communicating. They're excellent at coming off as someone who is confident, someone who is knowledgeable, someone who is saying the right thing. Like, you need to listen to what I'm saying. It's the best for you. No, it's not the best for you. And that's what the Moon is representing. Secrets. In clarity of the King of Cups, you do have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I do see this person trying to punish you for not doing what they want you to do. And there will be times where they will take everything from you. They will isolate you. They will try to make your life chaotic. Okay. And just don't give up. Don't give up. You have the Ace of Cups. Don't give up, because you will have an even better offer coming towards you if you reject what they're trying to put you into. This offer is not from man. This is a divine offer for a new life, a new start. Okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a cultural thing, a religious thing, but it's so unhealthy. It's so toxic. and this person uses it to control you. Okay. So Topeka, I really do hope that that helps. Just if there's one thing that I want you to remember is that you're doing the right thing, and there will come a time where this person will take everything from you and isolate you and make you feel helpless so that you'll go crawling back to them. But don't do it, okay? You're doing the right thing. Okay? So thank you so much for your support. Thank all of you for your support. If I didn't get a chance to do your reading, don't worry. I will be doing many more live readings. I'll probably be doing one tomorrow, but it's not guaranteed, but most likely I will. If you can just subscribe and put on that notification so that when I do come on live, YouTube will notify you and you can join in the live stream reading. So thank you guys so much. Please be safe out there and have a blessed day, okay?